Good evening everyone, welcome to a night shoot. We've just been down onto the beach to do a sunset shoot, but I did notice while I was down there that Mars was poking its head out, so I waited around a bit until it got really dark. And I've just started shooting the night sky. I've already fired off some shots. There's a nice little camper van that I've been using for some interest in the image, shooting up with Mars shining brightly above it. And then to the right hand side of the image we've got Orion. So I'll put those images up on the screen. The cloud cover is just starting to come in. We have actually got a storm on its way, and so by the morning we're going to be getting battered with wind and rain again. I think the clouds that are hanging on the edge of that storm are just starting to appear, so I won't be here much longer, but I've had a great time. The night sky is just stunning. It's so beautiful. I really need to get out and shoot this a lot more. So yeah, it's been a nice sort of hour and a half after sunset, and I can actually see Mars. We've got Jupiter up there as well, Uranus or Uranus, however you want to pronounce it, is up there too. You can't see that with a naked eye, it's a bit too far away, but with a long exposure it is just visible. And then we've got Mercury over to the right, that's over the sea as well, so there's a lot going on. So you're not going to be able to see anything that I'm pointing a camera at, but I just have had the space station go over as well. So we're seeing it all tonight. Yeah, like I say, these clouds are just starting to come in. It's patchy. I might just wait around, see if it clears up again, but I've already got a few images that I'm pretty happy with on the back of the camera. Hopefully they're all right when I get them back on a big screen. Astro photography is certainly not my forte. I haven't practiced it half as much as I should. But with Milky Way season, or Milky Way core season, just around the corner, starts in about April I believe, we'll try and get out and shoot some Milky Way shots. But the night sky is just spectacular. I could literally just stand here and look at it for hours on end. So I'm currently shooting in a portrait format. We've got Orion in the frame and Jupiter as well, just above that. We've also got the constellation, it's called the Seven Sisters, or Pleiades, or whatever it's called. I can't even pronounce it, but it's up there. I can see it with a naked eye. And then just to the right of that is where Uranus is. But like I say, you can't see that with a naked eye, but I'm sure someone clued up would be able to look at the image and say, yep, there it is. But like I say, we've got some cloud cover at the minute. I'll just finish this exposure, see if you can see what it's turning out like on the back of the camera. Bit difficult to see, and that's looking quite nice. Maybe a little bit overexposed, but like I say, astro photography is not my forte. I'm not timing the exposures, I'm just basically guessing at the minute. So the stars are probably starting to trail, and it's probably not the cleanest of images, but just to be out shooting the night sky, I will learn to do this properly. I think those clouds are disappearing, which is nice. So I've just swapped my composition. Now shooting in a landscape format. It's difficult to see on the back of the camera what I'm actually shooting, so I have to take a couple of shots, move the camera slightly, take a shot, see what that looks like, take a shot if it's not right, and then we go from there. Oh, that is pretty much bang on. Let me show you that one. Just a couple, slight bit of adjustment needed. Can you see that on the camera? We've got the little camper van down there in the bottom corner, and then the night sky above it. Oh, that's just beautiful. And the fact that they've got their little lights on in the camper van is making that image. So the guy in that camper van did just get out and start taking photos of the night sky as well. So he's probably gone back in to keep warm. So he's getting rather chilly now. Just made a slight adjustment to the angle of the camera, just on another 30-second exposure. That's as long as I want to go really, as the stars will start trailing. Now look out focus, they won't look pin sharp. They might even be trailing at 30 seconds, to be honest. So we'll just turn the camera around. Oh, it's quite difficult in the dark. That looks nice. That looks really nice. Let me zoom in. It's difficult to see on the back of my camera, but it might look alright. I might just nip it down to 20 seconds and see how that goes. Might just up the ISO slightly. We're currently shooting at ISO 3200, so we're pretty high. Just nip it up to 4000. We're at f3.5, so the aperture is as wide open as this lens goes. Ideally you want to be at about 2.8, 1.8, as low as you can possibly go for astro, but like I say, that's as low as this lens goes, so we have to make do with that, which is why our ISO is so high, but hopefully we can deal with that in post. But that sky in the direction I'm shooting at the minute has just cleared up, so that's nice. So this should have Orion and Jupiter in the image. Keep losing my... Yeah, so we've got Mars, Jupiter and Orion in that image, and a nice little camper van as well. We've got a car coming down the road which is lit up just behind the camper van, and we've got some clouds going on as well. That's looking quite a nice image. I like that. I like that a lot. So we've got a car just turning up. He's just pulling straight into my image that I'm currently exposing. As you can see on my face, he's just lit me right up. And he's just pulled right in front of the camper van that I'm imaging, which is lovely. And that is what happens when a car with headlights turns up. It completely messes everything up. Perfect. Well, it's lucky I've got a couple of images that I'm hopefully happy with that nice little camper van, because this big ugly one's just turned up. I hope he doesn't see my channel, me calling it ugly, but it's I'll just take an image now. I can't actually see what it looks like. It looks like a big transit van thing. Certainly not as picturesque as the one I was shooting just now. So we'll just wait for this to expose and we'll see what that looks like. Bit different. Not quite as nice. But yeah, that one definitely better. Let me know what one you prefer in the comments. Oh, well, he didn't hang around long. He's on his way. That was literally seconds. So I'm back to the pretty camper van again. The VW. Yeah, he's decided that he doesn't want to stay there for the night, that is good news for me. Again, we're getting some clouds coming in. Orion's currently covered by cloud. Jupiter's clear as a bell. So now that camper van's disappeared, I'm back shooting the pretty little VW. The fact that it's got its lights on inside but the curtain's closed is really helping. It means that it's not overexposing and I'm able to get the van and the night sky in one image, because normally you'd need to take a photo for the foreground and then a photo for the sky and then blend them in Photoshop or Lightroom, but I'm not having to do that by the looks of things at this stage, so it's really nice. I've just swapped I've just moved composition slightly, so I've got the camper van bang in the middle and the night sky with Mars directly above the camper van. So I'll put that image on the screen now. I think I'm going to be pretty much done here. There's not much more I can shoot, I don't think. Just looking out to sea, all of the stars that side have disappeared. So yeah, it looks like we've got a much bigger bank of cloud coming in now anyway. So I think I've got some nice images. We'll have a look when we get home and see what we've got. And let me know what you think in the comments below. So thanks again for joining me out in the darkness, keeping me company. I'll say my goodbyes now, and I'll see you on my next adventure. So thanks again. Ciao for now.